The dismissive avoidant is a practitioner of extreme conflict avoidance. Hey, I'm Coach Benny, and I help people get their exes back. And imagine going throughout your relationship, never saying what bothers you, except for maybe in some little passing moment, but never really making an actual fuss about anything. Never saying what bothers you, and also never setting any boundaries, and never asking, for what you want. The whole entire time, maybe even for entire years, maybe even a decade, who knows, like how long. But the whole time, you're just sweeping shit under the rug, just letting it pass, and really never just kind of like championing yourself in the relationship, just going with the flow. Now imagine that you let that go for so long and the problems build up so much that, because you're a conflict avoider, you can't even bring up this big giant problem to your partner, right? Because you weren't going to do it at the little level. So you've let it go to the absolute last possible minute, before you make any kind of a fuss. And even then, you're going to just say that you need space, or that, something doesn't quite feel right. And you're not going to really have the awareness behind what's happening. And then maybe, just maybe, you disappear, in a puff of smoke. You move your shit out when the other person's at work or whatever. Imagine all this happen. That's to the extreme that dismissive avoidance will go to avoid conflict. They're doing that in the relationship, like that extreme conflict avoidance, right? That is to the extreme, okay? To let everything go, all of your needs, all of your boundaries for years on end, to the point where you don't even have a talk in the end. You just run away in the end, okay? Almost certainly that's happening outside the relationship too. In other words, not knowing how to set boundaries with friends or family or work or school. And so because dismissive avoidants are extreme conflict avoiders, they're also living their life in this unsustainably stressful way that it just cannot be maintained. At some point, something's got to give, and that is going to be the relationship. Because the relationship is the source of their emotional accountability, their emotional performance, their the thing that's going to cause a need for boundaries, or for them to state their needs. It is the source of all their fears, and it's their weakest spot because they were emotionally neglected as a child. So if you have a dismissive avoidant partner that has broken up with you and you want to reattract them back into your life because they're a good person, you have a very strong connection, click into my profile, click this link, set up a call with me. I want to hear your story, and I'll tell you a step-by-step plan to get them back.